to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
Oh, you're looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with Jester. With CJ and Jester.
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, Europe, Asia, and to all our Take 5 fans. And good morning to you, Jester, and how are you?
Claire, good morning to you. I am doing just fine. Good morning to the listeners and viewers of this Stick 5 mental health program for yet another Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of 2025.
Yes, it is. It is the first Tuesday of 25. And you know, Jester, every year, we, human beings, do something. Every year, like clockwork. What it is that we do?
Well, I mean, like people tend to make some ambitious resolutions,
Yes, yes.
rather ambitious in my opinion at times.
Yes, they do. And we're going to be talking about that today.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Why New Year's resolutions is set up to fail. And it does fail because we all know that a lot of people do it, and then by the time February, the gym is empty.
Mhm.
When you start Tuesday, let me see, the 1st of January 2025, the second, everybody hits the gym and everything like that. You could hardly find, as my friend Jenny said, you could hardly find a machine in there to work out on. But comes by the middle of January, end of January, middle of February, you just start seeing everybody fizzling out. So we're going to talk about that today.
Okay.
So let me see if everybody is hearing us on where we are and if they're seeing us, because we just want to know if everybody is tuned in to us and if everything is a-okay. Can you let us know, please? Good morning to you, Mr. Williams, and good morning to you, the 94.9 people in Wei NOYZ FM in New York. We are on, and hopefully everybody had a good holiday, and we are back doing whatever we do. Let's see. So yes. So let's see who is anybody listening. Just can you check your YouTube thing and see? So I'm looking at on the live here. The chat is up, so I just want to make sure that we are a-okay and we are on and everything, because my 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 fellow man is not available this morning. So if anything, I will have to on our own. Oh, Marlon Klein is saying good morning to CJ and Jester. Good morning to you, Marlon, and hope all is well with you. So that means Marlon is listening. So Marlon, you're hearing us loud and clear, and you're also seeing us. This is a good thing.
There we are on, man.
Yeah, we're on. Okay. So to all our Take 5 fans and listeners, welcome to 2025. So just what's up and about before we say good morning to the rest of our people?
Well, I had a somewhat kind of quiet holidays, Christmas holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I did not find myself in any unfortunate incidences or accidents. I
Okay.
thank God so much for, you know,
Mm-hmm. We are waiting for Keno to call us in
Yeah.
too. Yes.
To see it yet another year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so grateful. Yeah. It's the most important thing. And you know me, I do to dig up into this heighter bustle of activities when it comes to this Christmas holiday thing, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So for me it was quietly spent, generally speaking.
Okay.
I was here.
Just as yours quiet, I didn't even know if there was a different holiday. I mean, I was home, yes, but I did normal things. I
Nothing out of the ordinary.
nothing out of the ordinary. It was just a-okay for me, regular. I wasn't tired as the rest of the nation that were hustling and bustling everywhere. No, I was okay. So I'm giving you the opportunity to start saying good morning first because I always take off. So, but where is Kenra? Where are you? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, who I say good? Oh, the Hill Street people. How can I forget them? I hope you had a wonderful Christmas holidays. You know, I know they're a very church-going
Mm-hmm.
family. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So again, to the Robinson family in Hill Street, the Gleans family out there in Boston. Oh boy, I'm not jealous in you with this cold out there.
Yeah, they had a nor'easter.
Cold out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying now. I see Andy Moose Bartholomew. Yeah, I saw him a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Ted John, good morning. Gordon Bushes Richardson. Leslie Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Claire over there in my home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My namesake. And you're forgetting one.
Mm.
The I. So.
Oh, that's the Ito Dubois. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you're forgetting him
I
also.
bet he would be on.
Yeah, he should be listening.
Yeah.
When you retire, you have the time to do a lot of
Yes,
stuff,
yes,
you know? And let me say good morning to all the retirees. Let me say start off by saying good morning to you, Mr. Nicholas Snag. Lorna Bain, my friend out there in Tio, under the cold spell, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Jenny Mason. Good morning to you, Daphne Date and family. Good morning to Marlon Klein, he just checked in. Good morning to Fitlin Hallie Douglas. Bernadette Abraham, good morning to you. Coffee in the morning, good morning. Good morning to Olavachi. Buongiorno to you. Mary Intio. Good morning to you. I know you'll be checking in soon. Junior out there on the hill in Granditang. Alvin Harris, New York City. Good morning. Duchess, good morning. We need to hear from you today again. Last week you blew our minds, so see if you could blow our body this morning. Good morning to Trisha Ganes. Good morning to Kenro. We're still waiting for you. I'm not sure if you're getting to. If not, Jester will have to do the honors for me this
You're
morning.
here this morning.
No. I'm the host.
So it's because you're
Yes.
you,
Good morning to Bandy. Good morning, Pat Kerr, William Kerr.
you're praying this morning.
Good morning. I'll call Lorna to pray for us this morning. Lorna can check in and pray for us. Good morning to William Kerr. Good morning to Pat Kerr. Let's be W out there. Good morning. Good morning to Miss Buddy out there in the track. Good morning to Antonia Francois. Young Song, if you're listening, good morning. Good morning to Raymond Courtney. Kasha Tree Crew, good morning. Paula, Sharon, Mama B, good morning. And Bernard, good morning to you and also to the radio man. Good morning to Sherry out there in Maryland. Pat, Augustine Belfon in New York City. They're enjoying the cold weather. And Wendy in Toronto. Lorna, Jester said you can pray for us this morning. The number to call is 473-404-1189. And Mr. William is saying good morning. We are on air and love. Thank you so much. Let me tell you, I've never met this man, but I heard so much about him that I kind of love the man.
Mr. Williams, John.
Grand Tang, Waves
Oh.
107.5.
Oh, that Williams you're speaking.
That's Williams. He is, I have to give him kudos every week.
Yeah.
Chance the Game has stepped in and he is in Radio Land. Yeah, I love my people in Radio Land. Yes, so Lorna, 404-1189. Give us a call and give us a word of prayer. Or anybody that is listening and wants to open for us with prayer this morning, the number is 473-404-1189.
You are just proving to people how you really cannot pray, right?
I cannot pray. I'm not a praying mantis.
Oh my goodness gracious me, and she isn't ashamed of that. Look at that.
Why would I be ashamed?
That regular church goer.
I don't pray in public. I pray in the privacy of my Hard.
Oh no.
Just okay, just pray for us, please, Jester. Thank you very much.
So what you do?
I could pray, but I'm not ready. You see, I'm in the presence of you. I cannot pray.
Ah, it's happening here.
So just go ahead, pray.
Father in heaven, we thank you once more. You caused us to see the dawn of this new day. And we are grateful, God. Father, you caused that new year. Of course, we would like to wish health, strength, long life, not just to myself, but to all families, wherever. God, we know that you're in control of this universe. Whatever we do, we should be doing it with you in mind, keeping you at the center, Father God. And we know that nothing good comes without your involvement, especially if we are to enjoy it. And so, God, as this new year unfold before us, we continue to ask for your guidance and protection in facing the challenges that what we may ever come across the way. I thank you so much, my God in heaven, for being who you are. The faith, the trust, the confidence is always embedded within you, Father God in heaven. Thank you so very much for this blessed day of yours. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. See, that wasn't so bad. You could do it. I know you
First
can
time
do it.
doing it.
Well, yes. So that's why I asked you to do it. So let's say good morning to Chance the Game in 97. I'd like to say, Chance the Game 97. He is in you. And tell us, what is the weather like? Because we're hearing that there was a nor'easter that was hammering North America. I'm not sure if we got part of it on our side of that. I'm saying we because I've got my offsprings there that I have to check in all the time. Marlon is hearing us loud and clear, which is
And
good.
in relation to weather, when it comes, um, he had a terrible earthquake at 7.1
When?
on the Richter scale in Tibet,
Oh, really?
China. Yeah,
Okay.
95 people died.
Oh, wow.
And who knows, in things like that, sometimes
Sometimes people are still
you
buried
cannot
down, and you
yeah,
can, yeah,
numbers
days.
might
Yes,
just increase.
yes.
But that's a strong earthquake. Remember,
They are getting stronger
7.1.
and stronger. There was one in California not too long ago. It was on the Richter scale of 7 point something also.
So,
And even when we here start getting a little touch of it, so you know that it's no one is immune to it at all. We all get some sort of touch from something. The weather pattern is, as you say, climate change is in full effect these days.
Claire, I'm somewhat concerned as to what is happening in neighboring island of Trinidad because Trinidad isn't all that far away from
You
us.
mean with your murder rates?
Yes.
There was 600 murders for the year of 2024, and starting 2025 is no difference. Is that what it is?
So 2025 might just be more. And in fact, I was speaking to one of my sources in Trinidad, and the reason the prime minister saw it fit to implement the state of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there was one of a gang leader that was shot dead. So in
All
terms
the
of the
members.
retaliation that been planned, and I understand it was a massive shootout that was planned in retaliation. So that kind of
Spread them out.
intelligence and information reaching the police. That is why they choose to implement it. But they did not implement it the curfew along because quite rightly so, probably feel it might start crippling the economy. And yeah, I think so they would have give them the police have the right to without any
To shoot outside?
no
Oh.
without any such warrant and thing, to
Okay.
just step in and so
It's amazing how we view human lives these days, eh? It's like nothing to some of us.
yeah.
We have a call coming through. Let's see. Good morning,
Hello, good morning.
Kenro.
No problem. Yes, problem this morning, but sorry for that.
That's okay, but two is not too much. Go ahead. We're taking it.
Yeah.
Too much prayers can never be.
Go right ahead.
This morning, Lord, I give you thanks to give you praise. To glorify your name because you make you to be praised. Thank you this morning, Lord, for each and every one of us to see that new day, Lord. Father, we thank you for healing and for strength and for mercy. Father, we thank you for each and everything. This hour, Lord, I check my hands today, Lord, I help, I know, but no. And if you draw yourself from us, this hour, Lord, thou shall be good. I bring the country before you this morning, Lord. Remember, Grenada, Caricom, Matthew. But I remember the whole world this morning, blessed Lord. But I pass by every radio station this hour, Lord, including this one, this hour, Master. Each and every one of them in that radio station, I bring them before and I lift them up to you. But I bless them if thou be so pleased, it might be small as a mustard seed. But shall the blessing unto each and every heart. Reach out and touch each and every village, parish, country, every darkness to be into light this hour, Lord. But I define minister in members this hour, Lord, the opposition party, remember which our blessed Lord, and I look down on each and every one of us. This our Lord, the school children, school open this our Lord, and those school children, Lord, guide them and protect them, bless them if they'll be so pleased. The teachers, the principal, the police, each and every one, my God and my King, in North and in. I just had to people to say, our Father, which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. I will lay down and not all things in heaven. Give us this our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses. As we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Oh,
How are you doing, Kenro?
Hey, and there I will tell you the problem.
Okay. Okay. I know you don't want to say it on air, so when I call you, you will tell me what the problem is.
yes.
But thank you so much for checking in.
Happy New Year to you, Mata.
All right.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes. So we got kind of finally problems. Like, in life, everything, just things happen and there's no control we have over it. So I was saying, the value of human life to a lot of people means nothing. But when you think about the amount of people that die in Trinidad last year,
Yeah.
think about 600 people dying in Grenada from violence. Like, almost half of the population is gone. That's a lot of people
Some
to.
other people.
Yes. And it is like it has no end. It's like it's getting worse every day.
They are short-term and attorney, and I think a number of attorney
Yes.
now they start fearing for their life, because they are the ones that um
They
deals with the
put them in
judiciary
jail.
system
Yes,
and
yes.
the victim. So
There is a reason why
threaten the
I try
judiciary.
my best not to be called to be a juror, because you never know. And the thing is just when you go, you're seeing the accused watching you and you watching them. I don't think I could sleep in my bed at night knowing that I put someone in jail because regardless of what the evidence say, it's me that is feeling it. How this person I didn't see them commit the crime or what act that it is that they're saying. And even though I may see, I don't know what the circumstances was, so I really actually try not to put myself in a position where I have to do this.
That is not
It is not an
a
easy
duty
thing.
or
No.
role that I would ever want to have to perform. Really and
Yes.
truly. But then again, in Grenada too, Claire, we're not really sticking on that. But I find it sometimes I just wonder what sort of craziness I find, right? People that ought to be jurors, they must be of a certain kind of educational background.
Mm.
And to me, they all sorts of people they take to be jurors. And
Well, you have to involve,
to
you have
me,
to
it's
involve the
just,
masses.
no, but
Look
Claire,
only here. Even here, it's in Toronto the same. They just call anybody because once you are in the system, they will call you. I've got called 3 times in Toronto.
but for people that is not verse pen and paper wise to decide someone's
Well, they make that decision. They make that
just
decision. They make that decision when you get there, and how they call it, they vet you. Then they will say, okay, you will stay or go. But by right,
that's for in
you
Canada, not here.
here too.
You think so?
Yes, they do.
Certain people that I know ended up being jurors. I find it was just pure madness. Serious.
Well, I don't want to. I cannot judge this whatever in the
But
system. But I know I've been called twice here so far. But fortunately for me, I was traveling, so I couldn't do it. And Toronto, they called me 3 times, and I explained to the judge. I said, "Look, I don't know if I could do this because I'm not feeling comfortable." And once the the people that represent the accused here that they really actually don't want me because I can't. But let me say good morning to Miss Marilyn Ferguson and thank you so much. It is a new year. She said Happy New Year to everyone. It is 2025 and we are coming all aboard. So just let's dive into our topic this morning. Why New Year's resolutions set you up to fail?
Okay.
And skip the resolutions this year and try new strategies instead.
Claire,
Now,
before you start diving into it, we must make the people understand what is a resolution. And a resolution is a strong decision or a will of what you will want to do or want to not do.
or achieve.
Yeah,
Achieve.
you understand? Yeah, that's so that's basically what resolution is, right?
So yes, and a lot of us I make a resolution myself. It's not for the New Year's for me, and I won't tell you what it is. You will have to figure it out when you see my way.
I personally don't make resolutions.
No, when I say mine is not a resolution, but something that was brought up to me, and I decided that I'm going to try my best to make the changes. And the person that told me that might be watching me this morning, so they will tell me if I start making the changes or not. So,
Girl, you just crazy. Let's move on here.
well,
Oh gosh.
this is not anything new from people here, and you saying that I'm crazy. You took me for assessment the last time we didn't reach. Fabric dog baby, we didn't reach for assessment, so
I have to bring you back.
you have to take me back to get assessment because you all forever telling me that I am crazy and I know I'm not certified.
And you don't hang up properly.
I would like that, but I don't hang up properly. And when I say to people, just to tell me I hang up properly, and I say, what that means, I say, well, ask me when you see him, because I don't know myself. So here are the key points. Research shows that about 80% of people abandon their resolutions within the month. And it says resolution is a strong will to do something or not do. So 80%, that is a lot of percent of people. That is
a lot.
80%. Good morning to you, Alvin Harris. And he's saying good morning to New York City.
Good morning to you.
Yes. It says goals are more likely to succeed when they are specific and measurable. That is quite true.
Yeah.
So successful people approach failure as a feedback, not the end. Not the end. Every January, millions of people create New Year's resolution with the hope of transforming their lives. This is the year I lose weight. I'll finally save more money. I learn to set healthier boundaries. These intentions reflect our desire for self-improvement. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Most of these resolutions won't last until February. Research shows that about 80% of people abandon their resolutions within the month. If you find yourself in this cycle year after year, you're not alone. Resolutions often set us up to fail, not because we're weak, but because the concept itself is flawed. Fortunately, there are alternative things you can do to set yourself up for success in the coming year.
But that's a very serious point that is being made.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's,
We are set up to fail. And if we are not careful, and well, it says do not make resolution. Set goals, reasonable goals that we can follow along the way. So
the concept itself is flawed.
Yes.
You may just want to do something, but there are not things around that will help you to achieve it. But you just decide to be rather ambitious. And so at the end of it all, you really would not be able to achieve it.
Right. So let's see how we can help people to succeed. It's ask why resolution fail. As a licensed therapist, not me, I'm saying it based on my research. I'm not a licensed therapist in any way or form. I'd love to be. Maybe I'll start doing courses to be a therapist so I can therapize Jester. Not you. Okay. I've seen countless clients set resolutions and then grow discouraged when they can't keep them. If this sounds familiar, it is not your fault. Here's why most resolutions are doomed to fail. One, they're based on all or nothing thinking. Most resolutions demand perfection. You might decide to go to the gym 5 days a week, eat no sugar, or meditate every morning. While these goals sound admirable, they leave no room for error. Miss one workout or indulge in dessert, and you feel like you're failed. When we view our progress in binaries, which is success versus failure, a single setback can derail an entire goal. This rigidity can quickly lead to burnout. And that is quite true. When you set a New Year's resolution or any resolution at all, for me, my thing, as you know, 100% all in and 100% all out. There is no halfway thing with me. I go full force in and full force out. In the pond, on the bag. So when I decide that I am going to do something, you know I'm coming at you 100%.
But and the thing about it, Claire, the whole thing about this thing to achieve and stick to any resolution one wants to make is about discipline. Bottom
Discipline.
line. And that,
Discipline.
yes, it's about discipline.
I always tell you I operate on 2 Ds: discipline and determination. Once I am determined, I am determined to do something, I discipline myself that this is where I'm going with it, and I'm going. I'm not looking back. I'm like a dog with a cone, straight on until I succeed at what I'm doing.
You see, discipline is a hard will of wanting to do something. And there are things that surround it that can,
Hamper you.
distract you or hamper you from doing it. So, for example, you want to stop it and to start off serious. You know me, I give up this chicken and thing in my life. But guess what? You might the Sunday gone, you did not eat. You know, maybe you had seen stew chicken and you decide now. But guess what? The next Sunday you see some lovely big chicken in the fall.
Looking at you.
And it's the temptation to resist. And that's
where
where discipline comes in.
That's where it
Because
comes in.
when I decided to stop meat, it was no easy thing. And imagine I stopped since 2012, straight on up until now. If I tell you the temptation wasn't there, I'll be telling a lie.
Of course it
was
will be
there in the
but
beginning. But after you pass through a certain period of time, it comes automatic. Now I'm fully over that. And no temptation of meat.
Well, congratulations to you.
So just to show it's about discipline to get through with any resolution that you set.
You see, you know me, exercise is my forte.
Yeah.
And regardless of what it is in the back of my brain, I may not get up and go walking every morning or anything like that, but I do exercise because it is part of my forte, my regimen. And I'm disciplined enough to know that if I lie in my bed, what I want to achieve with myself and my health, it wouldn't work by me just lying there and counting sheep or staring at the ceiling and smiling. I have to get up and move. So it all comes down to you, the person. It starts with you and it will end with you, the discipline and determination. Here is goal number 2. They are vague or unrealistic. I want to get healthier is a common resolution. But what does that mean in practice? Without specific actionable step, it is almost impossible to follow through. Unrealistic goals often backfire, leaving us feeling worse about ourselves. Goals are more likely to succeed when they are specific and measurable. For example, go for a 20-minute walk 3 times a week is far more achievable than get in shape. Isn't that true? When you hear people say that, or they're advised to start exercising, they'll tell you, start with doing 10 minutes. Start this with 10 minutes. Then next week, add 5 to it. Then add 5. By the end of the week, you might go 30 or 45 minutes until your body starts telling you, I can go more. And then you go for an hour and so on and so forth. But you don't just get up and say, okay, I'm going to run today, and I run for an hour. This is asking for death. to yourself. It's a momentum that you have to build
Start
on.
small.
You have to start small.
Yeah.
Totally. And you might, and it's bad what I'm going to say, but I'm saying it. You know, the people that gets up January 2nd and start to exercise gung ho like no tomorrow. In December, when the workout clothes is on sale, they buy all the workout clothes, all the fancy ones and everything. And come January 2nd, they're in the gym looking all posh and spiffy and on the road beating the pavement. Everybody's seen them in their nice outfits. But it doesn't last because you did not discipline yourself to go the marathon. You did a sprint.
Yeah.
And this is what
That's
you have to do. The clothes does not make you walk out.
That's true what you're saying there.
Say
Putting it
this.
into context of the point we are driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jenny could tell you, Jenny walks, I walk, we exercise. And as a matter of fact, we had an exercise group that we used to do every Saturday. Jenny, Euclid, Annie, myself. And Euclid's son is a gym buff. He's a, how you call him? An personal trainer. So we used to go work out with him every Saturday, all four of us. And then winter comes, and then we went to the gym with him. So, but we all looking good when we go to the gym because we bought our clothes. But you know, when and let me put it this way: when you're about to work out and you just put on a big t-shirt and a just piece of thing, you'd have no motivation to go anywhere. Eh? I'm telling you. But if you are in your full workout attire, you tell yourself you are going to work out and you're going to benefit
You
from
mean
it.
business.
That is if you are disciplined.
You're tired for the
Exactly, for the job that you're about to do.
Yeah.
So we went and worked out, and let me tell you, he used to make us pull that heavy thing from back and front. I'm like, Clinton, you're gonna kill me. No, Claire, you could do it. But it was good because I felt good. And my thing is, when you feel good, you're gonna look good. You're gonna make yourself. So this resolution that we are talking about, it is not a resolution for you to just get up and say, this is what I want to do. Plan your exercise mode and say what is reasonable for you. Because most of people that go to work out, they are not sitting at home doing nothing, they have jobs, eh? They have things to do. So it's a schedule that you have to come up with to say that on Monday, I am going to go to work out. Wednesday or Friday, at least do it 3 times a week until your body gets to doing it 5 days a week if you want to. Jenny just said, just came back and boy, it is cold today. I know, I heard.
But you know, most people that involved in doing physical activities is because they are involved in doing something.
Mhm.
Those that all have the time at hand. Do
They
you
do
see them doing
nothing,
that? No.
nothing.
They sit
They
on the
couch
block all
potatoes.
day and
Yes,
talk
yes,
nonsense and some of them.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It is, it is a nation. I say exercising people is a nation, a community. You can tell somebody that is exercising just by the way they walk. Because most of us that exercise, we got posture, we stand tall. I don't know if you notice that. Because when you have to exercise, you have to use your core, and your core is the pillar of your body. And every time they said, use your core, use your belly, that means you're pulling in that stomach, and that gives you posture.
Exercising brings so much to one's table. I think if we start to naming or identifying benefits, the day is not enough to
Exactly.
all out.
So,
Serious.
mhm.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So we are going to do point number 3 now. And point number 3 is they're rooted in external pressure, not genuine desire. Many resolutions are influenced by societal expectations or trends. Maybe you're trying to get a beach body.
Mhm.
Let's go with the beach body. Your waist is in, your hips is out, your shoulders a bit wider than your thing, and you're the Coke bottle per se. But
Yeah.
none.
And for the men, there's 6.
But the 6-pack. Some have 1-pack. That's it. But they're walking on the 6-pack. The
Oh my
beach body.
gosh.
Because of popular beauty standards or taking up a new hobby because it's big on social media. Don't do that to yourself. Don't put that added pressure on you to look a certain way because the masses say so.
You want attention.
Yes, you should know yourself and you should know what it is that you can do to achieve that. It says when our goals come from external sources, we are less intris- intrinsically motivated to stick with them. Goals aligned with your core values are far more likely to succeed. And that is true because you make it personal. You make it about you and what you want to achieve and not what everybody else wants from you or of you.
Yeah, certainly so. Yeah, because you have that, you want to do that. It's your own will of wanting to achieve. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So you're from inside, you're deeply motivated, not for any other reason.
Yes, because I for one know of people that go to exercise because somebody say, "Oh, if you do this, you're gonna look that way, or if you do this, you're gonna get all buffed." But what if the person really want to do that, or because they want to look like you or be like you that they decide to go on that trend to do this? You have to do it. It has to come from within here. Your motivation, your center of desire. It has to come from your heart
Yes.
for you to succeed at it.
And if that's not the case, that's how they put themselves under tremendous mental pressure. That's what we're talking about.
Okay. So number 4 says there is a lack of structural support, and we are talking about why it fails, why resolution fails.
Yeah.
It says there is a lack of structural support. A resolution alone is not enough. It needs a system. For example, saying, I want to eat healthier without a clear game plan, like stocking nutritious groceries and carving out time to cook, makes the goal difficult to achieve. Habits require structured cues and environmental changes if we want to make them automatic. And I thought this was a very powerful point, Jester, because you have to have structure.
Oh, you're looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your groceries.
This thing, when it's ready, it acts up on its own.
It just rudely interrupts.
Rudely, yeah. I don't know why. So yes, I work unstructured. I was told I'm a structured person, and I'm okay with that because everything that I do has to have a means to an end. I don't just go get up helter skelter and do something and hope for the best of it. I plan and then I execute. That's who I am. So you have to have some sort of structure. And if I say to you, Jester, you know, I think I put on about 10 pounds. Not that I did, I'm just saying that I put on 10 pounds, but I need to lose 5. I don't just get up one morning and just start beating the pavement like a mad person, although I ain't hang up properly, and say, well, I am going to lose that 5 pounds in 3 weeks, come hell or high water. No, you have to have a plan like what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
How much rest you need, how much water you need to intake, how balanced you're going to be to achieve that. Because without that plan, you wouldn't succeed. Because you cannot say, and I cannot say, that I want to lose 5 pounds, but I eat French fries, burgers, all of these things that is not conducive to me losing that weight or being healthy. Because it is said, studies have shown that if you're going to have the body that you want and the health that you want, you have to cook.
Yes.
You have
The fast food will
cook.
defeat the purpose.
Yes, because cooking, you know what you're putting into the stuff that you're making, the time it takes for you to make it. So obviously, it's going to work for you because you just didn't get up and do it. Lorna can tell you, Lorna has a plan for her meals. Jenny has a plan for her meals. I plan what I'm eating. It's all about planning and sticking to it. And let me tell you, and I'll tell everybody, eating healthy is not cheap by any means possible.
That's correct.
But, and I'm using the big but, for you to succeed, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, but I believe so. Once you're talking about consuming healthier foods, you have to be preparing your meals.
You have
Yes,
to.
you cannot be relying on the food outlets and things out there. because they would not be, first of all, cooking to your fancy
Mhm.
at all times. Maybe on some occasion, yes, but
And it says,
consistently so, no.
and it does not come to you automatically. You can just, and don't get me wrong. Everybody has their binge days. I have my binge days. I have my days when I splurge, but bring myself right back to where I have to be. I like cake. Not all cakes, but I like cake. And I will eat cake when I want to eat cake. But I know I'll beat that body of mine after that to get rid of all the added calories that I dump inside there. So I'm not saying to be on a strict thing that you cannot have something when you want to. If you feel like having it, you have it, but it's not an everyday occurrence. The number to call is 404 We love to hear from you because I know some of you that are listening or are looking on live right now made resolutions. I know you do. And maybe what I'm saying, I'm going to stick a pin in it so that you can rethink how you look at making resolutions for 2025 or for the rest of your life. Because it's this resolution thing, Jester, is every year, the same thing over and over like a vicious cycle.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And we all know that it does not last. Resolutions don't last because you will, as I said, January 2nd, everybody. And you know what? The gyms and the workout places, they put it out there early so that you can sign up because they know they have those suckers coming in January 2nd.
Yeah. Well, it's business for them.
Yes.
That's why I say clearly, honestly, I don't make resolutions. There are certain things that I probably may want to do differently. Yeah. Try, but to say, well,
So, Jester, we'll have to take a quick break and then we shall be right back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SA Belfon and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy.
At Sugar's Repair Services, we offer digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473-418-1845. Sugar's Repair Services, located at Lower Marley, St. Patrick.
welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
And just so we are back, and that music is not, you just want to get out there. Jenny, you were sending a message to us. Call us and call us. The number is 404-1189. Lorna, call us. I know Lorna don't make the New Year's resolution either. I know there are a lot of us that do not make New Year's resolution because it is, as I said, a vicious cycle of one year, another year, and we see no results from doing the resolution that everybody is gung ho about. So it says how to rethink and redesign your goals. Thankfully, And I'm saying the word thankfully, there are better ways to approach goal setting that don't rely on an arbitrary date on the calendar. Instead of focusing on complete reinvention when the calendar flips, hear how to rethink goal setting so you can create sustainable, meaningful change. So, January 2nd, that's the date on the calendar that everybody puts. We're going to the gym. We're going to save more money. We're going to lose 10 pounds. That date, they started in December. And January, it flips onto January 1st. And then everybody check the calendar. And this is the gym year, the day, the year I save money, the year I do this. But as we noticed and we discovered earlier, that half of this don't come true. So here what it says. We talked about it a bit earlier. Start small. Think big. So be a minimalist, but that doesn't mean that you have to do small things. Start small, think big. Instead of swinging for the fences in January, focus on small, manageable actions. For example, if you want to exercise more, commit to just 10 minutes a day. Small wins build momentum and confidence, which makes long term consistency achievable.
Certainly. Could not have been put in a better way.
Exactly. So start small, the 10 minutes a day. And before you know it, you'll be a pro at what you're doing or how you're exercising. 10 minutes, just 10 minutes a day. It builds momentum. Like you will go 15 minutes the next day or the next week. You do it by the week. And then before you know it, no one can stop you. And it builds your confidence because you may see me walking like I'm in the Indy, I'm the F1, I take off. And you say, what? She has speed. I wonder when if I could walk with her, if I could. But then you start your 10 minutes, you're 15, you're 20, you're half an hour, and before long, you'll be able to join me. Because now you're confident that you can walk together with me. I didn't start walking like I am walking from day one. I had to build momentum. I started small. I went to the park close to where I was. I walked maybe half an hour and go back home. And then I started going longer distances. And then there was a time I walked from downtown to where I live. It takes me about an hour and a half. I go with my work clothes and yeah, I walk with my workout clothes, shoes, everything. In the evening I change and I'm beating the pavement, coming up on the sidewalk. And people used to ask me if I'm crazy. And I said, yeah, I'm crazy good.
It's a lot of walking.
It is. And hence the reason why you cannot keep up with me these days. Because I really walk and the thing just is I don't even know my speed. If I'm walking with somebody, Claire, you walking fast, and I'm like, well,
At times I do walk
yeah.
very fast.
So it comes naturally after because you're so confident that you can take on anything and you walk. So start small and build your confidence. Once your confidence is built, nothing is going to stop you. It says reframe your why. It's like, why am I doing this? Why do I take on this? Why I am going to get up from my bed 6 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 in the morning, put on clothes and go outside when it's dark. Why? 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 Reframe your why. Take time to ask yourself why this goal matters to you. Are you choosing it because it's something you deeply value or because you feel you should? Aligning your goals with intrinsic motivation creates a greater sense of purpose. For instance, instead of focusing on losing weight, you might reframe your resolution around feeling stronger and having more energy so I can do fun activities with my family. That is a good way to start doing it, Jester. Think about your family. And if you are lethargic, and every time your son asks you, Daddy, can we go to the park? Or Mommy, can we go do this? Oh, child, I'm so tired I can't even move. This point there is a good way to reframe your why and think about a goal that matters to you. And that goal that matters to you would be to go there and do things with my family, with my children.
Yeah,
That is, if that is
that's
not
a
a
good
good
thing.
goal,
Yeah.
there's no goal. Do it for you first and then your children. Because once you are healthy and you're moving, you will drag everybody along with you.
You see, the thing about once children are involved, children are always intriguing, always fascinating about doing certain things. So even when you don't, you as the adult or the parent doesn't feel like doing it, and them children and them will feel lie down, they come in and pull you up.
It's like a dog
And
trying to go from walk in the
yes,
morning.
yes,
Yes, they will. Wait, no, just we phone walking it because
I
Kevin.
suppose.
So what happened to everyone that made the resolution and we're breaking it this morning? Call and say if you made your resolution and and how you're going to make a difference with what we are saying. We need your inputs. Come on, 404-1189. Here it says now.
Maybe or maybe we hitting their nail on the head.
Well, I hitting my nail on my head too because there are things that like I said, you will notice that I'm not doing it as much. And I'll tell you what, I speak with those.
Yeah.
I speak with my hands a lot. And it was pointed out to me that, Claire, you use your hands a lot. And I said, I know I have that issue. So I am trying to control my hand movement. This is what I am determined to do. And when I'm determined, Jester, there's no stopping me. So there are times I will use it to make a point, but I am keeping it where I'm not sitting on it, but I am controlling my hand movement.
But I don't know, sometimes it becomes so natural that
It is a
hand is
natural
a
thing.
part of your
Yes.
expressions.
Yes.
You know, I've seen it happening with some of the most experienced radio personalities and media personnel. I mean,
Yes, yes, but
yeah.
I take criticism
So,
nicely because if it's thing, people might think that I am mute, and I'm doing sign language. Maybe I learned a big thing from my sister that I had to talk to her using my hands a lot. So it thinks it become part of me. But that's it. So let me take a quick commercial break and we shall be right back. And let's see here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SA Belfon and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today at 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy.
At Sugar's Repair Services, we offer digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473-418-1845. Sugar's Repair Services, located at Lower Marley, St. Patrick.
Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
And we are back, and I think we have a call, Jester. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
good morning.
Good, good. How you guys doing?
We are doing fine in the heat.
Okay, this is a really, really good topic today.
Mm.
It's funny because just yesterday, Lincoln and I were talking about that because, he went to the gym yesterday morning and he was saying, like, you can't get a machine at the gym because the gym is so,
Yes.
it's just, it's so packed that we were laughing and we saying, oh, don't worry. In 2 weeks' time, don't worry. Everybody kind of disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a really, really good topic because, and I like what you're saying about like setting goals. Like, you don't just get up and just jump into something. It takes planning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell you, like, I got a free week trial at a gym. So I get up 5 o'clock every morning
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning and then come back and then I still go for my walk.
What?
Right. So again, do I want to do that? But it's all self-discipline and you do the thing that makes you feel good. And it's, a lot of us we have to make that commitment and stick with it,
Quite true.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, so continue doing what you guys doing. You guys doing an amazing job. And the topic is, I really like the topic today.
Well, you better call back.
And in terms of eating,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to, yes, we say that eating is, it's expensive to eat healthy,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I came to Grenada and I KFC like 10 o'clock in the morning. The line is wrapped around like a roti, like organic, natural food. And people not eating that anymore. They rather go and eat KFC and all that. So again, it's choices that we make, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So people just have to like, do it for themselves. And it starts with you and it ends with you.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you guys.
You
All
will
right.
call
Talk
back
to you later.
again.
I'm having breakfast.
All right.
Take
What are you
care.
having this morning?
My fruits and my millet porridge.
Okay. It
Oh,
for you.
Lincoln says Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Mason.
Okay, bye bye.
Same to you.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Mhm.
bye.
You just must prove how fast you are. You are going to find out what the lady
I have those porridge. I have that. Listen.
I
When
don't
I
know
hold on,
why
hold
it's
on,
like
hold
that.
on. I have listen. I'm not fast, Chester. I know Jenny personally, and
You don't fast your bumpers.
no, I'm inquisitive.
She's already same.
No, I'm inquisitive, and I like to know things so that I can increase my knowledge. I have millet porridge with Jenny, and I have fruits with Jenny when I am home, and we go for a walk, and she said, "Come up," and I say, I drive up to Jenny, and I have breakfast with Jenny.
You.
So, so because you're kind of jealous that you don't have that, you're making it sound as though
Right.
I fast into business. But as she said, and I brought up that point before, this KFC is not cheap by any means, Jester. You know that. You go in there and you buy maybe a two-piece and whatever, and you might end up spending $15 or more, right? It's anybody's option and anybody's choice to
But
make.
what is amazing to me with regards this KFC thing nowadays, usually on holidays, when you tell yourself, okay, it's a holiday, people
Mm-hmm.
will be at home and a good opportunity to prepare the meals. But when you see the long line that stands out of the 2 week of KFC, it's amazing. I'm wondering, this happening.
Let me tell you something. KFC is like nicotine in cigarette, eh?
Yeah.
It is an addictive thing. People just don't understand that. When you see the smell alone makes you want to have it. It is a drug for a lot of people because it's like McDonald's. You hear children play, they cannot even speak properly, but when they say Donald's, they're telling them because they've seen McDonald's with a big yellow arch and they fry. I cannot eat McDonald's fries for nothing because just the oil smell just sends me off. KFC, you pass in and you get that smell of that fried chicken. You've got to have it. Now, my thing, if I'm out and I need to eat something, I'll either have Subway or what do you call that grill master thing according to where I am. And I choose what it is that I eat from those places too. At Subway, I can have a salad. and I can actually have a sandwich, but it's a veggie one. I don't partake in the meat and all these kind of things. I'm eating meat, but I just don't partake in all those things. So there are healthy choices that people can make. But the addiction with Kentucky, as Jenny said, she came to Grenada and she was shocked because she left Canada. She came to Grenada to eat all organic stuff that we have here. And then is the opposite of what she's seen. So that tells you. And it's not cheap, and the lines are long, and you're wondering where are they that hungry that they cannot go somewhere else to get something else? It is an addiction, I'm telling you.
I tell you, I remember a couple years ago when, my partner Bushies were here, so
Mhm.
we were hanging out, going through the Ghana, and so we decided to go and get a Subway. What? When Bushies ball more the police over the
Price? The price? Or $20
I
and
say,
something?
bro, you're not in the US, man. You're in Grenada, so
But we have to do
get
it
up
this
the
way. I used to do the same thing. I used to compare. But listen, $20 here is about the same thing we may pay for a Subway back there. We are not thinking about the
No,
conversion.
you see,
It is
you can't think about the conversion. Yeah, a dollar is a dollar in its own fund. So,
because let me tell you, when I came the first time I came and I went to Subway, not the first time I came to Grenada, but a couple times I came to Grenada and the Subway was here. And I went to get a Subway. Back in Toronto, I go to Subway and I ask for a veggie sub. And I can choose whatever amount of veggies I want to put on it. Green pepper, red pepper, olives, black olives, green boy, pickles, whatever it is, I choose to put on it. We have a call coming through. And when I went to Subway, they said to me, I have to pay extra to get anything. And I'm like, what? What do you mean I have to pay extra? Yes, you have to pay $1.50 to get each vegetable. I tell them, hold the vegetable, I'm going to plant mine. Because it was like Subway is Subway. And if you want veggies, you get veggies. But no, they had a different thing. Good morning to you, Duchess, and how are you?
Good morning, CJ.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jester.
good morning to you, my dear lady.
And
Happy
good
New Year to
morning
you.
to our, same to you, darling. And good morning to our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
CJ, this thing about New Year's resolution is a no-no for me.
Good.
It doesn't make sense making a resolution and you break it even before you complete. Finish making it.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, most resolutions have been broken before it is completed. Before the person making the resolution finish, say, well, okay, this is what I'm going to do. They break the resolution.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in taking things in strides, one day at a time.
Perfect.
And I want to zero in on the two things that you and Jester spoke about. One, walking, and two, eating what we eat. Jester speak about eating meat. Well, in particular, chicken. You hear people say, well, okay, I will give up on the chicken. Let's look at somebody who smoke and somebody who drink. If the person said, well, okay, I'm giving up on this drinking thing, I'm stopping drink, and they will stop drink today, but tomorrow is got to pass by the rum shop. What you find? The friend say, man, I don't see you yesterday, you don't come and take a drink now. Say, man, I don't drink. Say, man, come and take one, man, he just one.
Mm-hmm.
And he going to take one.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with the person that is smoking. So you cannot just say, okay, I want to do this and I will stop doing it and just get up one lick and go and do it, or just stop do it like that. You have to take it in strides. For example, let me use that example. The chicken, the Kentucky. You say you want to stop with Kentucky. But every time you go to St. George's, you're passing right in front of Kentucky. Passing right in front of Kentucky. Now, as you reach there and you look in the window, you see people sit down inside, sorry, eating. The line is long. And they'll say, I will just buy one piece today. You go inside.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach inside, you say, one piece. Can make it with one piece now, we'll take two. You decide on taking two. By the time you reach up to the cashier, then they're buying a box with 4 pieces. But if you really want to stop Kentucky, you go to Joe. Let's say you have to go by LA Coastal or Brighton and Miners. Why come down and pass in front of Kentucky?
The temptation.
Why not use the other street that will take you away from Kentucky? From Biden and Miners, you have to go to Grenada. Use the other route to get to Grenada. Avoid passing on Granby Street in front of Kentucky. That is one way you would stop going into Kentucky and buying Kentucky. One way. It is up to you. Okay. So talk about walking. Most people, you can say, oh, I want to lose the weight and I have to get up and go and walk. You get up in the morning, you dress, and you go out, you walk. You're walking faster than who are custom walking. When you come back, you're tired.
Body pain.
You're burnt out.
Next month, me, I can make that not, I don't worry. Next month, oh, my body hurting me. But if you get up the morning and you decide, okay, I'm going to walk 75 yards. That's there. Just make a little walk. Just around your area. Just a little walk, 100 yards. You go, you come back, you walk at a pace. The next morning, you'd feel, okay, well, time here, I didn't have to get up and go and walk. You get up, you do 150 yards. You do 200 yards. You do 500 yards gradually. Gradually. By doing that, you encouraging yourself to walk longer and faster.
Yes.
CJ, I walk a lot. I walk a lot. You know I'm a walkaholic.
Yes, I know.
Right. And many times people say, I want to come and walk with you. I want to come and walk with you.
Don't do that.
And I don't sell them straight. I don't sell them fruit. If you want to come and walk, you walk, you walk. You don't have to depend on me to go and walk. And I am telling you, don't come with me today. And when I'm calling you tomorrow, God, you're giving me an excuse. So it's better you don't come at all.
True.
Yeah.
So you have to start small. You have to start small. It's not just saying, okay, well, I would not be doing this and I would not be doing that. Okay, you say you want to save. You want to save more. You want to save more. But the minute time you go online and you see the nice thing that is being advertised, what you do?
You order?
You order. So in order for you to save more, don't go online and look at them clothes and them.
That's true.
You understand? You go in, you go to St. George's, you're passing in all them boutiques and thing and see what they have. Hey, let me see what's trending. You go in the all this, you want to buy it. You want to buy it. So everything is left to you as individual. When you make your resolution, is either you carry it out to the end or you break it before you start.
Thank you. But this is where discipline comes in. This is where discipline comes in everything. You got to be disciplined.
That was my mistake. You have to discipline yourself. It's just like you're feeling sick, you go by the doctor prescribe medication for you, and it says this have to be taken at that time. Now, you didn't take it when you were told to take it. When you realize that you didn't take it, you want to go and double up. That one is a no-no.
Oh, yeah,
that one is a no-no. Because you didn't take it 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, and by 11 o'clock in the day, you realize, oh, I forget I didn't take the medication. I have to take one tablet 3 times a day, and I didn't take it. I will take 2. No. That one is a no-no. You have to discipline yourself in everything you do. Everything you do. Get up in the morning, you have to pray, you pray. You have to do this, you do that. During the day, you have to do this, you do that. You do it. Yes, we may forget. We will forget. We will forget. We are human beings.
Mm-hmm.
We will forget. But in forgetting, we have to try and remember to continue.
Thank you so very
So
much.
many a time we set ourselves goals and look at it at the end and say, you know, I say I do that, but you know, I say I do that, but what caused you not to do it?
Mm.
Ask yourself the question, why I didn't do it? And when you come to the realization or you come up with a reason why you didn't do it, you tell yourself, well, I have to do better. You
Mm-hmm.
point it at yourself, I have to do better. And unless you don't come to that realization, you wouldn't find yourself doing the things you set out to do. Uh, yes, you might lapse in the first instance, you might lapse in the first 2 days, but consistency will get you there. Consistency will get you there. It's like drinking water. Some people don't drink water, period.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened to them. They go by the doctor. Doctor say, okay, you need to drink a lot of water. Boy, you want to drink a gallon of water in 5 minutes. That can work.
Oh, it is so
Interesting.
You have
yeah.
to be consistent with what you do,
Mm-hmm.
how you do it. Yes, you might slip a little, you might fail a little, you might even crash, but get up and
That's
move
it
on
again.
again with consistency.
Thank you
So
so very much.
this thing about resolution, this
Mm-hmm.
thing about resolution is a no, 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 no for me.
Not yours.
Natural. Thank you
For
so
me
much.
too.
You'll
It's
call
a
back
no,
again
no, no
because we
for me.
have no call back.
All right,
Thank
go
you
ahead.
so very much.
All right.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you so much.
Yeah,
Quite a mouthful from that
yes,
caller, as
but
usual.
yes, but you know, it is quite true what she's saying because you see, everything starts with you
Yeah.
as the person, and when I started judging person, and when that you don't follow up, it doesn't make any sense because if you're going to say you want to do something, but you lie down in your bed and you wouldn't move, walking the street wouldn't come and meet you where you are. For one, you go walking today, you're tired. Tomorrow, your body in pain. You ain't going. So that would never. That would never.
Yeah.
Hey,
And,
I have a starter exercise group at the park with a bunch of ladies,
yeah.
and we were really really good, consistent. And so I traveled and who traveled and I'm back, and I'm here, and I still doing my thing. And they will meet those three pieces of persons meet me and say, when are you starting back? And I'm like, it's not me, it is you,
Yeah.
because I don't want to go and force anybody to come and start to work out again. You have to know if you want to. And my thing is this time around, Jester, if you ask me to do it, you put your backside in the park.
Yeah. I think
I'm not going to beg anybody to work out to make them to be healthy. You understand what I'm saying?
that usually upset people because in the case like when it's the last caller
Mm-hmm.
mention of the lady which she good self accustomed doing she thing on she own, you know,
Me
feeling
and I
quite
Brian,
comfortable.
you. Yeah.
You decide you go in and approach us to
Come
go
with her.
alongside. You go one.
Listen,
That does upset them people in a serious way.
listen,
Yeah.
B, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I used to walk in Toronto, beating the pavement, as you know. Well, you know who I am. I'm beating pavement like no tomorrow because it's free. And a couple people, like women, will see me or men will see me and say, you know what? I want to walk with you. And I'm like, I'm standing up now. I said, you really want to walk with me? I said, do you see where I walk? Yes, I think I will keep up. I says, when do you want to start? I said, so well, we could start next week. What time do you want to go? Well, we could do about, I said, nah, that's too late for me. But it's too early for me. I said, well, we ain't walking. I just continued on right there and then.
Never enough.
And if I'm walking with you, don't talk to me. I'm serious, you know. If Jenny is walking with me, we can talk. You know why? We are on the same pace of the movement. If Lorna is walking with me, we can talk. But me, when I'm walking by myself, I plug my ear with my headphone and I'm in my zone all by myself. I'm going. So if you don't want me to break my stride, don't ask me to walk with me because I know you cannot keep up with my speed that I go with. I'm just short of running and I don't run because I don't like Hearing my foot going plop, 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 plop on the pavement. I walk, I speed walk. Jenny says, very well said, sister. It's a definitely a mindset. Yes. You cannot tell me that you want to come and walk with me.
Yeah, just
And then
drop some people.
two
Yeah,
days you sit down inside and I calling you and you wouldn't answer your
yeah.
phone and all this kind of don't torment me.
Trust me, it's a ton of for a lot of
So
people.
yes, I'm
Really.
saying if I am going to continue with the workout group that we have because it was good, we're seeing results, and I put myself in the park there and you don't show up, I wouldn't say I'm not coming back. You just wouldn't see me.
Oh,
That's who I
yes.
am. Because if you're going to do it and I am going to put myself out to do it, then put yourself out to join me doing it.
Right.
And that's why we have to move on to the next one. Use the SMART goal framework, a classic for a reason. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So these are things that you have to do if you want to keep on the goals that you are setting for yourself now, not the resolution, the approachable, the achievable goals. For example, instead of saying, I'll save money, try saying, I'll save $50 a week by reducing my online purchases for the next 3 months. Miss Ferguson spoke about that. You cannot say you want to save money, Jester, and go online and buy things that you see there because they look good. Your $50 that you save in a week just go out the window. You're not going to start saving. You're not going to save.
Well, they shouldn't go and look it up. They shouldn't
That's
go
it.
and look.
And let me put it this way. You see, Jester, as I said, I keep using that word, discipline.
Come back.
I could go online and look at anything that I want to, but would I buy it? No, because I said to myself, I don't need it. It's better for me to save my money to do something that I need to get done than buy a piece of clothes. Look, just I think, and you may know, and Jenny and Lorna and a lot of people may know, Miss Ferguson, we have more clothes than our body could wear. All of us. I'm sure a lot of us have clothes in our closet with tags on it still, right? But yet still, we cannot keep ourselves quiet when we see a piece of item in the store. We got to have it. And you buy it and you wear it once and you join the group of, I don't know what to wear or I have no clothes to wear. We got to stop this. Because if you have to save for something new, use that time or that money that you have, this $50 that you're going to save every week. Not many of us get paid weekly. But if you have a goal to save $50 per week and you have 4 weeks in a month, how much you saving at the end of the month?
200.
Already. But if you were to go online and you see this, and don't get me wrong, sometimes there are things online that you need that you don't have and you buy it, but don't go overboard.
If you need it,
You buy it.
different case. Yeah.
So you can't go online for the next 3 months and purchase something that you really and truly don't need and say you're going to save money. Another thing that you can do in point 4, track progress, not perfection. And none of us is perfect. And we all make mistakes and we will fall down, as Miss Ferguson said, but we have to get up. Perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. So if you're going to walk for 10 minutes, make that your progress to go 15. You're progressing as you keep walking. Use tools like journaling or habit tracking apps to celebrate your milestones, even the small ones. This focus on incremental progress taps into the brain's reward system, increasing dopamine and making you more likely to stick with the habit. Olovati says, well said, discipline. So this dopamine that is released in our brain will help us to stick to what it is that we are going after, Jester. We cannot be perfect. There is no perfect man on planet Earth as we speak. But progress. We all can make progress. Some of us will regress at some point in our life. But it's to get up and go back on that saddle that you are riding, the saddle of progression, to get where you're going. You cannot stop because who is in a stalemate then? You or me? If I am making progress and you love to see the way I look and you want to look like me, then put your backside out there. You think I want to get up every morning, Jester, and go outside and walk from
What?
plains to
Yeah.
Sutter's and back? You think I want to do that? People will see me and say, my gosh, you walk from plains to Sutter's? Well, yeah, just see, this is what I do.
But you know the benefits behind doing what you're doing. That's it.
Hence the reason why I don't get sick. Because I beat my body to do these things. I stay healthy. My first thing about exercising is to stay healthy, you know.
Caesar
And if
health.
looking good is the bonus, I'm taking the bonus just the same way. But my first and foremost thing for moving my body is to stay healthy because studies have shown, and we all have discovered and know that when you're moving your body, it does wonders for you.
Yeah, exercising is critical. Absolutely critical.
We have another call. Let's go. Good morning. Go right ahead again.
Good morning, I call back. Just give my personal bit.
Mm-hmm.
When I was working in St. George's, I always tell myself that I can walk from St. George's to Guelph.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take that as a resolution, but that was a desire of me.
Mm-hmm.
Walk from St. George's to Guelph. I didn't just leave St. George's and walk to Guelph. What I did, Clay, is that I take the bus, I drop Granada, I walk to Guelph.
Mm.
I drop Black Bay, I walk to Guelph. I drop Concord, I walk to Guelph. I drop Cotomeli, I walk to Guelph. Then I said, okay, I can make it. I take the bus, I take the bus from St. George's, I drop Perseverance, I walk to Guelph. I take the bus from St. George's, I walk from St. George's to Perseverance and I waited for the bus. When I got the bus, I came up, a gentleman said, what you should have done is put on another jersey on you so that you would be sitting with the wet jersey. I said, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided I'm going to give the St. George's to Guam the try. Clay, and I did it.
Congratulations.
I remember in walking, a bus driver, he passed me twice on the road, twice going down, twice coming up. And he said to me, say, you have your good belly, you know, you're good. I said, oh, fine. He said, yes, you're good. He said to me, just what he said to me, you must have made up your mind to walk from St. George's to go up. I said, how you know that? He said, based on what I saw you was doing. Because he saw how I was walking,
Mm-hmm.
taking it in stride. And I did it. And would you believe I walked from St. George's to Guelph? I left St. George's 3 o'clock, and by 6:30 I was at Guelph.
There you go. And you did not just walk, you did not just stroll, you powered yourself to go on.
Walk.
Mm-hmm.
I walk. So that's why I'm saying you don't just get up and
No.
say you want to do this, whether it be walking, saving money, changing your diet, or whatever it is. You don't
There's
just
a
get up
plan.
and
Mm-hmm.
do it like that. You do it in strides. You
Yes.
take your time and
Increment.
do it in stride
Mm-hmm.
until you accomplish your goal.
Thank you very
That's
much.
just what I had to add.
Okay.
And if I could do it, I think anybody else could do it under the same circumstances.
Determination and discipline. We can do anything. Thank you.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Okay, good.
So that's it. I remember, Jenny will know, I walked from Warden Woods Station all the way up to Finch. When I got there, I said, wait a minute, my foot is still there? Because it is a lot of walking. You're passing all the. There are days that I meet Jenny, we go walking long distances and come back. But you see, it builds something inside you, Jester. I don't know. I can't. The word that I'm looking for is not momentum, and it's not. I pass confidence because I know I could do it. But I think it builds something in you that makes you that tells yourself that you can do anything that you want to after you do those tricks.
Yeah, it's about
It
discipline.
builds character.
Yeah.
This is the word. It builds character in a person because you cannot just, as you say, get up and you think Lewis Hamilton just jumped behind his car and blow down everybody in F1. You know how much miles he had to be on that track, training every day on the track, and so before he said to himself, you know what, I could take them on and I could do that. Like we got another call. Good morning.
Good morning.
I know it was my favorite man. I know that number now. Good morning to you, and how are you?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you guys doing?
We are doing fine.
I'm doing just
I
fine.
can hear that. I can hear that. And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and same to you.
Yeah. Wherever they may be, I think Happy New Year to you as we continue on this journey we call life.
Mm-hmm.
And Claire, the subject this morning is very uh, pertinent to me because uh, I used to do that thing you mentioned, making resolutions, this or that, I'm feeling miserable. And I would tell you, Mike, I told you with exercise, I could do it. I wanted the beach body. You know that beach
Oh,
body?
the beach body, the
We
six
spoke
pack.
about we spoke about it
I
Six
earlier.
want
pack.
six. I don't want six. I want
You want
a whole
eight?
dozen. I want a whole dozen. I want a dozen.
Okay.
Really.
You're greedy. Okay. You want the whole pack and then some.
And next song. So I went to the gym and I told the trainer what it is that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This- I don't think that's realistic. And I watched him in his face and I said, who the hell is you to tell me what realistic means? That's not realistic to me. But he said, okay, I'll go along this route. You want to six pack? We can work on that. Yeah. And I stopped out and said, well, diet and everything needs to come into place.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on with it and then after about 6 months, I'm looking for my six pack and I can't see it.
One pack was still there?
I'm vexed. Real vexed. So then he sat me down and said, listen, I told you wouldn't get it. The results you're looking for because as well. I said, look at your core, your body shape. I said, you're a slim guy. He talked about my diet and everything else like that. And I said, your metabolism is going a mile a second.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're going to have this. Clear, let me tell you, I switched up and I said, well, I still ain't taking morning. I
Mm-hmm.
went on, I said, no, I'm going to the beef oil. I started taking protein powder. I
Mm.
started eating 6 times a day. I got my weight up to about 170 pounds. Never
Mm-hmm.
weighed that in my life again, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I still did not have it. Why? My metabolism is going so fast. I eat and it just runs.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And but one day he put me, you have cheese in your mind, but that's the juice. But
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get there.
Right.
Again, that's why you said the goals, the smart should be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was not, was totally irrational. It wasn't going to happen. So I changed that around and then I started looking at things different. You know me, Claire, I'm always a Formula One fan, and I was listening to an engineer, and he was saying, how the car goes fastest to the end of the race. He says you start at the end of the race and work your way backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Each corner, each turn, what is the fastest way to get around this corner? And you go to the next one going backwards. What's the fastest way to get around this corner? By the time you add up all the time, you know how fast you have to do everywhere to get to that finish line
Mm-hmm.
every time. And you need to be consistent. At it. Same thing goes when you are trying to save money. For me, when I was actively working and I failed, and my manager comes and says, "So your target is $3,000 a month. Every month you have to bring in that amount of money." I said, okay, in $3,000 a month, that means I have 25 days or 20 days to obtain that money. I divide that by 20, and every day I have to hit that number
Mm-hmm.
in order to make my goal. So I started again and I worked my way back till I get where I wanted. Same thing, I wanted to save money. And I said, I'm going to save X amount of money because this is what I want to do when I finish it. And I told myself when I want to have it. And I set up standing orders with the bank and said, okay, anytime my salary comes in, you take out X amount of money and put it in this account every month
Mm-hmm.
without fail. And did I cheat it? Yes, I did. something will come up, the car, something happened with the car, I expected I needed money, I go and go to there and check it. But then I know, okay, I took it, I need to put back X plus
Mm-hmm.
in order to keep my goal on target. So resolutions and all these things, I got away from that very early in my life and started to look at myself. I said, okay, it's me, introspect, it's me to do this, it's me to do that. Even when I was doing exercise, I was running on the beach, and people say, "Oh, Snag, I want to come run with you," and I say, "No." I think when no, because when I'm running, I'm doing my exercise. I'm actually meditating. I'm thinking about my day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting in order. I'm doing things, but I'm doing two things at the same time. Yes, I'm running, but my mind is not here. So if you want to engage in conversation, I have no interest in it because I went out there with something on my mind and maybe a proposal I have to write or something I have to deal with. By the time I get back home, my brain is keyed into that. Sometimes I can't even go in the shower. I'm on the computer and I'm typing it up right away because
Mm-hmm.
it's there. It's quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So um, a lot of these things we put in ourselves in, and we really and truly, like I said, I was so fixated on my beach spot, I never attained it. But just like you, I switched it around. Said, you know what? That's unattainable. I'm exercising to keep myself healthy.
Yes.
I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to do all the things that is do keep moving. Sometimes I don't get to go, but I still do my stretches. I have
Right.
a couple of problems sitting on the floor below the chair. I
Mm-hmm.
pull it out and I do what I need to do. And I don't beat myself up anymore. 3 days, 4 days, I don't go.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Today I'm going to do this, and I get on it and I start over again. And I start building. One. Today I did it. We'll skip tomorrow. Wednesday I want to start again. And so, and I just get started right back. And then, but once you said it, a small win is what motivates you to keep going.
Yes.
And once you've done it, and you've got that adrenaline rush, and like your caller said before, you want to walk the soul of concentrated football. You can do it, but you're never going to do it again because you're going to feel the pain of doing
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you wouldn't want to do it again. And you would stop. You would never try to do it again. But careful too. Interesting topic. Thank you for sharing that. I'm continue listening and hearing what the other callers have to say.
Thank you so
And you
very much. And I
Thank
knew
you
I
so
was
very
going to
much.
get you when I spoke about Hamilton. You were going to call, You're just sucker for punishment. I knew that. I said he's going to call as soon as I talk about Hamilton. He's into car racing.
Yeah.
So that's why. Thank you so very much.
okay, then.
Talking.
Okay, bye bye.
I saw a
Okay.
little guy. I think he's England.
I saw that guy before. He's
Yeah.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
He's a cook, I think.
A chef.
No,
A cook.
but no, his surname
Oh, a cook. Okay,
CWKE.
cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
I just can't remember.
I read about him
I think
before.
he's just about 11 years. Yeah.
He was sitting in his father's lap doing the calories early in his life, so that's it.
Lewis
Yeah.
Hamilton is his mentor.
Well, of
Actually.
course.
Yeah.
So yes, as I was saying, Lewis Hamilton did just get up and win races. He practiced and he practiced and he practiced until he get there. And this is what we have to do. Once you only eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Yeah.
And if you're just going to think fully, you are doomed to fail.
Yeah.
You got to build momentum. As it says, be flexible and kind to yourself. Building a new habit or reaching a goal is really linear. If you hit a roadblock, that's okay. It's part of the process. The key is to give yourself permission to adapt instead of giving up. Hugely, and I'm saying it again, hugely successful people approach failure as a feedback, not the end. So if you just try something once and you did not make it, you just give up.
Right? I don't know if you heard me say that before. The word fail is a first
Go ahead.
first attempt in learning.
Yes. Good morning, Lorna.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Jester. And good morning, all listeners from cold Toronto. Very cold today.
I heard. Keep it, keep it.
We ain't jealous you at all.
Okay. So I like this point where it says to be flexible because sometimes you have to change your goals based on your circumstances. because of change in your circumstances, you have to change your goals. For me, this is the fourth year that I'm home. I'm accustomed to being, up early and on the go. And so I had to look at my circumstance and said, you know what, I'm being less active. So I had to make a specific goal now that every day, Monday to Friday, I'm going to do some exercise. And I'm not as Jenny, I wouldn't go outside in the cold and walk. So I'm
You're walking inside.
walking inside. And so I get up by 6, and by 7 o'clock, I am doing my treadmill. Now, today I had to change it around because my daughter was having problems with the school bus. So I haven't done my exercise yet, but as soon as the program is finished, that's what I plan to do. And so sometimes that's what it takes. You have to look at your circumstances and not stick to your original goals, but say, I have to change. And as you mentioned, the SMART, being smart, which means being specific. Your goal has to be specific. It has to be measurable. You have to be able to achieve it. It has to be relevant. It has to be relevant to your circumstances. And you have to set a time frame when you want to achieve this goal. Now, the time frame for me is to do it every day, Monday to Friday. And if we follow that, the smart way, the smart framework, we'll find that our goals will be more achievable, but make it relevant to ourselves and to our circumstances.
Thank you
And
so very
as
much.
you mentioned, I don't do resolution, but I do goals based on my circumstances.
Yes.
So have a good day, everyone, and talk to you soon.
Take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you.
You see, that's my peeps and them. You see how all of us are in sync with each other on this thing? Because we know what we want and we're going for it. This is it. You have to do it to your advantage and to your personal things. Because if you don't know, and as it says here, for instance, if you miss a few days of exercise because you're sick, adjust your goal rather than abandoning it entirely. It's this adaptability that leads to longer term success. As you hear Snag says, sometimes you 4 days here and do it, but the day you get up and you want to do it, he's doing it. Lorna didn't do it as yet this morning because
but she will do it.
I didn't do my thing this morning because I was preparing for this. And as when later on this evening, I wouldn't go outside and walk, but I'll be on my Bosu ball, balancing myself to give me a stronger frame. So we all find things that we can do with the little time that we have to work out to keep healthy. Now it says creates a support system. And this is very important. Surround yourself with people who encourage your goals and make a significant difference. Whether it's joining a fitness class, finding an accountability buddy, or simply sharing your progress with a trusted friend, human connection strengthens commitment. Keep in mind, however, that support systems should empower, not shame you into action. If a relationship feels toxic or disheartening, it's okay to step back. So, if you get a support group, like a set of women or a set of men that encourages you to let's go out and kick two ball, or let's go out and do some jumping jacks and stuff like that, do something with each other, then you would be more motivated to get up and work out. Because if you do it in a group and you say, okay, I'm making progress, this is good, then guess what? You're starting to do it by yourself. And that's when you build character for yourself. You build confidence. You build things around you that will going to make you stronger and be able to help someone else in the process. It says, have fun. Goals are much easier to reach when we have fun along the way. If you hate running, don't set out to run 5 miles a day. Choose cycling, swimming, or kickboxing to get moving instead. Goals don't have to be grueling or painful to be effective. So I cannot swim. So there's no swimming thing for me. Kickboxing, I could do a few things, push man and kick out. I could do everything, but not walking is my forte. And aerobics, I am good at those things. So this is what I'm sticking to, and this is what keeps me looking the way. Nicholas, I have six pack. I know I can show you, but I have six pack. That's like your one pack. Look at
The six pack I'm all trying to see.
I don't have all. I have six pack muscles, okay? They start to define themselves, and I'm like, you go, girl. Starting to get there.
I would like to have a malt from your six pack now.
I don't have a malt. I don't have malt. I'm telling you, I don't drink malt. So I can, you see, a lot of things I stay away from. So you know, so this is, you wouldn't find malt inside here where I'm concerned.
So I have a shandy.
I don't have anything. I have black tears. That I have. I came from Cuba with it, and I'm just having it there for special occasion to have a little. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm going to have black tears when I feel like. I have that.
But any pack you're talking about is something you have to purchase out there, right?
Yes, but I am purchasing mine. I work towards mine. Mine is there. It's natural ability. For years that I've been moving my body, I'm supposed to have something. Instead of you look at you one pack, you the one pack,
Yeah.
six pack. I'm working on it. Okay, let's move on.
Better.
Oh gosh. Yes, the path to real lasting change. Instead of chasing perfection or trying to reinvent yourself in January, focus on building habits that resonate with your long term values. Change doesn't happen overnight, it is a result of consistent, self compassionate effort. Decide what truly matters to you. Start small and give yourself permission to learn and adjust along the way. Couldn't have said it better myself. This is quite true. Start small and decide what it is that really matters to you. If working out and looking good is what matters to you, then you will do that. If working out to be healthy, you will do that also. Planning for obstacles. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in one day. We often set resolutions but fall at the first hurdle. If we plan for obstacles and expect to experience some difficulty, we're more likely to succeed. For example, rather than quitting after skipping a day, we can practice self compassion, acknowledge that it's difficult to implement changes, and allow ourselves to continue fresh the next day. Studies show that new habits take around 10 weeks to form, so we shouldn't expect to make grand changes within just a few weeks of effort. Remember also that you are an individual. If it takes longer, or if you find it more difficult to follow your resolution than someone else, remember that there are many factors at play and comparison isn't helpful at all. Do not compare yourself to me. I would not compare myself to you, Jester. Our um, strength and ability is different to each and every one. We are all individual, as you say, and what I can do, you may not be able to do it,
Exactly.
and vice versa. So stick with what you can do and make it work for you, right?
Certain.
The language we use is also important. Rather than saying, I have to or I must, try changing your language to, I get to or I will try. Reframing our resolution from negative to positive, a demand to an opportunity, helps us get into the right state of mind and helps eliminate the fear of failure. And you see, Jester, a lot of us don't do stuff because we are afraid to fail. But all
You're
successful
afraid of
people
criticism.
fail before they succeed. Child that is learning to walk, they creep first, and then you see they get up, they fall on the backside.
Yeah.
You and I did the same thing. We were once young and we were trying to walk. But look at us today. We are walking because we did not sit down and say, oh, mommy, I can't walk. I am not getting up. We got up.
Did not stay down.
No, we got up and we learned to walk, even though we had to hold the table and move along. This is how they start. Or you pass and they grab onto the tail of your dress and they try to stand up on shaky legs and moving like that. And they fall down. But they got up. So this is the same thing. We have to go back to when we were children or when we were young and we fell. We got up. So don't give up if you have a little blunder. Get up and start again because this is the only way you're going to be successful at what you're trying to do. Only way. We are at almost time to come to an end, Jester.
Yes.
It is thing. So if you want to use this time of year to try making positive change for your mental and physical well-being, here are some examples you can try. And this is what I will try to spend less time on my phone and embrace being more present in my surroundings. I will try to listen to my body and give it what it needs to thrive both mentally and physically. I will try to embrace opportunities to see my friends when I feel able. I will try to practice mindfulness when I'm feeling low. I will try to practice gratitude when I'm struggling. So, gratitude, even though you are in a situation where you don't feel like you have it all, think about the things that somebody did for you before and be grateful. It says, practice gratitude when you're struggling. I will try to be a better listener to my needs and my loved ones. I will try to value my mental health at work by taking full lunch break. So, that again, a lot of us at work, and we want to get what we're doing to finish it up. So we ignore ourselves by not going for lunch and taking the full hour lunch break. We sit at our desk and we eat and work. That's a no-no because you're practicing bad indigestion. You're going to get indigestion because your food is not digested properly, because you're chopping, chop, 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 and swallow. You have to take your time. Let your saliva work, break the food down. So when you swallow it, you'll be able to digest it properly. So all these things you can try for the new year, which is not a resolution, but they're achievable things that you can get to. And I will say again, I will try to spend less time on my phone and other devices and embrace being more present in my surroundings. I will try to listen to my body and give it what it needs to thrive both mentally and physically. I will try to remember the happiness that exercise brings to me. I will try to embrace opportunities to see my friend when I feel able. I will try to practice mindfulness when I'm feeling low. I will try to practice gratitude when I'm struggling. I will try to be a better listener to my needs and my loved ones. I will try and value my mental health at work by taking my full lunch break. I will try to remember that it is okay to make mistakes. And I will try to forgive myself for the mistakes I make. And this is key. Forgive yourself first before you can forgive anybody else. Forgive yourself. I will try to eat healthier food, but I will try to practice self compassion when I struggle with this. So ultimately, remember that New Year's resolution should be about positivity, making beneficial changes for not only our physical health, but also our mental health. We cannot practice good mental health with shame and ridicule. Self compassion, positive changes, and patience will be key to achieving our well being goals no matter where we make them. So we have 12 minutes. So try making this healthy New Year's resolution or try making these new achievable goals this year. If we do feel encouraged to make a New Year's resolution, and remember, we can make positive changes at any time of the year. It is important to try to make the right kind of resolution or achievement. Remember that even if we forget to stick to our planned resolution, it's okay to forgive yourself and carry on. Life is complex and everybody has innumerable stresses and responsibilities. So it is okay to forget to feel disheartened occasionally. It is important that we continue to try. This year, ditch the hype and set yourself up for success, one intentional step at a time. You don't need to wait until January to begin again. Every day is an opportunity to reshape your life with goals that honor you, with goals that honor who you are and where you want to go. I have to spend a little time on that, Jester. And I go back to the point before. If we do feel encouraged to make a New Year's resolution, remember we can make positive changes at any time of the year. It is important to try and make the right kind of resolution. So we don't wait for December 24th, January, or December 31st to say that I'm going to start to do this thing. As we had a program before and you said, or people in our house wait for December to try to paint, to do electrical work, to throw out all the things. When there is June, July, August, September, October, November. Do it in those months when you have the time, when you feel that you have the time to do it. And in that case, you will do it right. Remember that even if we forget to stick to our plan resolution, it is okay to forgive yourself, myself, and carry on. Life is complex and everybody has innumerable stressors. We all go through stress each and every day in our lives, and responsibilities. We don't shun those responsibilities. It is okay to forget or feel disheartened occasionally. It won't be something that happens every day. You will find days that we have those, but there are days that we are going to be okay. It is more important that we continue to try. Do not just give up and say, this is not working, so I'm not going to do it anymore. We will continue to try. So ditch the hype and set yourself up for success, one intentional step at a time. You don't need to wait until January to begin again. We could do it December, the day you start. Start making those changes in
Just
your
like
life.
a bottleneck everything.
Yeah, don't bottleneck it so wide. Leave room for improvement. Open up and do it. Every day is an opportunity to reshape your life, my life, with goals that honor who you are, who I am, and where you or I want to go. I think this is profound because we do things, as Ms. Ferguson said, you break the resolution even before you start it. So let's look at a word besides the word resolution and look at it as achievable goals, things that you can achieve in your life on a daily basis. You don't just get up and start running 5 miles when you never exercise a day in your life. Start 10 minutes per day. Even though it's 5 minutes, you just walk down your block and come back and takes you 5 minutes, you start there. Our body has a way of telling us when we need to move if we start. Because once I start to exercise, my body won't let me just rest. It pushes me, get out of your bed, Claire, and go and do something. It pushes you. This I know for a fact. So if I'm there and I said, I ain't getting up and do no exercise, my mind is not at rest because I have to get up and do something. You too can do that. You can get up, you can change and reshape the way you want to be in your life. We don't have to start January 2nd. We can start January 1st, right through the year, or February, or March, or April. We can start anytime. The most important thing is that we keep at it and do not let ourselves be failure to what we
Maintain the
start.
discipline.
And be determined. In
Yeah.
conclusion, here it is. So to those of us, and I say us because then I'm putting all of us together, who strive to make January 2nd the ultimate goal to achieve your New Year's resolution or your achievable goals, take 5 to reflect on the positives and do not let anyone put you under undue pressure to do what it is that you're not ready to do. It is not a one-size-fits-all game. Always remember, you are worth it, and you can make the change only if you want to. Only if you want to. As Jenny says, it begins and ends with you, with me, with you, Jester, to all our Take 5 fans, to everyone that is listening. It begins and ends with you. Yes, sometimes we may need a little push along the way because sometimes you're there and you want to do it, Jester, but you need a little push, a little motivation for somebody to say, you can do it. And once you get that, you're on your way. You're flying without wings. So let's not go through another year, 2025, promising to do things and not get it done. And come December 31st, you say, oh, I'm hitting the gym tomorrow.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm hitting the gym on the 2nd. Do something that you know you will be able to maintain right through the year. And if that is walking, you walk. If that is swimming, swim. If that is cooking, cook. And once it's healthy for your benefit, because sometimes a lot of us don't exercise, but because of what we eat, we shed inches from our body. We start looking good. And then you say to yourself, oh, well, what I'm cooking is making me this way. So you know what? You're feeling motivated now. You start to move. And then you have, things like that, pipes like this. And then you have your 6-pack.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, you for real?
really.
Remember, people are seeing us.
And I have my definition here. So
You remind me of a nice fat groundnut when we used to be eating boiling bread.
and eating like the Anansia. So
Oh, my.
listen, Jester, I look at it this way. I am not a conceited person and I don't boast and say this is that and that. But there's something inside each and every one of us, Jester. And if you want to tell me I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Call me and tell me I'm lying. There's something inside each and every one of us. When we set out to achieve something and we make it, Jester, we feel good about ourselves and we want to talk about it and we want people to see it so that we can help someone else. Tell me I'm lying.
No, you're speaking a book there. According to the talk, you talk a book. You know that talk, right?
Yeah,
From
I
way back.
speak a book. Yes.
Yeah.
So when I am saying what I'm saying here, it's because I feel good about myself. I'm not putting on anybody to say, well, you don't look good or anything. To each its own, and it begins and ends with you. And if I'm working hard every day to maintain what I've got and to stay healthy, I have all right in the world to talk about it. All right. And I'm talking about it. I've got 4 packs and a half. Walking to the 6 that Nicholas is still, we think we're gonna get it there, we're gonna get it, Nicholas. You have 2 minutes, Nicholas, to call me and tell me if you're going to achieve the 6-pack with me. 2 minutes, and then we are done. Anybody wants to call and say, but thank you so very much to each and every one of you that listened and joined us this morning. We try to bring topics that is going to benefit each and every one of us on a daily basis. And I was told I speak an encyclopedia. Thank you, Miss Ferguson, because she knows too that when you do something that you love and you see the benefits of it, you got to talk about it. Let everybody else know that you can do it and you can get there too. And you do not have to let anybody shame you to doing what you don't want to do. Do it because you want to do it. And in the end, you will see the result. So again, thank you to each and every one of you that checked in, who called. We're going to be back next week, Tuesday, God's will, with another interesting program so that we all can benefit. And I'm saying this to let you know that this mental health program that I started doing with Jester, it has made me into a different kind of a beast, to tell you the truth. I learned things about myself that I didn't know exist. And I'm applauding myself for the things that I achieved and how I'm managing myself differently under different circumstances. So I have to say thank you to that mental health program, my partner Jester, and to all of you who participate. Trouble FF, help Jester with his 1-pack. That is a nice way to call it. Trouble FF.
Yeah, you can't help me out, everybody.
You
I gotta help myself. So let me just take the opportunity to say to all our listeners and viewers who follow us, we know that we in the building stages. Thank you so much for committing your time and trying to follow us in the we trying to edify. Um, not just you, but ourselves as well, Clay. You know that we
Mhm.
learn quite a lot,
Yes, I just
when
said, yeah.
diving into the research.
Hmm.
So I would like to wish you a very happy new year, and I would like to all that you would like to achieve for yourself. I do wish you success in that regard. And we only can grow from strength to strength. I have no doubt in my mind that you are on the up and up,
And mhm.
and you're playing a major role in helping us to get to the pinnacle. I thank you so very much. Have yourself a wonderful and blessed day. Until then, for yet another
And
Tuesday.
please subscribe and share. This is the only way we can build whatever it is that we're trying to build here. Thank you all so.
Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.